If you're looking to impress anyone with your baking skills, then this is exactly what to bake. So if you're having or going for a party or you have a friend who loves muffins, then you should definitely bake these strawberry and white chocolate muffins, and I promise you, everyone is going to love it. They're also great for work or school snacks, and they're pretty much easy to make in just 5 steps. So the first step is to make the strawberries reduction that we're going to top the muffins with, and this will intensify the strawberry flavor of the muffins. And for this, we only need just one ingredient, our strawberries. So I'm using about 200 grams of strawberries here, and you want your strawberries to be well ripened. So wash the strawberries and then cut them into little bits. Transfer into a saucepan and then use a masher to just mash this to release some of that juice. You can also use a fork to do this. You can also add in about 2 to 3 tablespoons of water if you don't want it too thick. So because my strawberries were very ripe and sweet, I didn't need to add any sweetener to these. But if your strawberries are not that sweet, you can add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of sugar or honey. So you're going to go ahead to simmer this on low heat for about 5 minutes or until it looks something like this. Take it off the heat and set it aside to cool while we move on to step 2. So for step 2, we are going to make these easy crumble toppings that add a layer of deliciousness to the muffins. And to make this, we're going to combine some rolled oats. This is just the regular rolled oats with some all-purpose flour, sugar, and then some melted butter. I will leave the full measurement of everything I used in the description so you can check it out. So at this point, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And then we are just going to mix this until it forms a crumble and looks like this. Set that aside and let's move on to step 3. So for step 3, we are going to prepare our dry ingredients. So you're going to sift out some all-purpose flour, and to that add in some baking powder and some salt. Mix this together so that everything is well incorporated and set aside. Next, you're going to dice some more strawberries into bits like this. Add in about 1 to 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour into this and coat the strawberries with the flour. And this is to prevent the strawberry from sinking and clustering just at the bottom of the muffins after baking. So by doing this, the strawberries will be evenly distributed in the muffins. Next, measure out some white chocolate chips and set this aside. Now to the last step before baking, we are going to mix our white ingredients. Now into a bowl, you're going to add in some room temperature milk. So I'm using whole milk here. Go ahead to crack in 2 eggs into that. So the eggs I used here are very large. So if you have smaller eggs, you want to use about 3 or 4 of that. And then we're going to add in some vanilla extract. Give this a good mix and then add in some sugar and melted butter. So after melting the butter, allow it to cool for a little bit before adding it in so that it's not too hot. So to melt the butter, you can either use your microwave and melt this for about 40 seconds to 1 minute depending on the power of your microwave, or you can just boil up some water and sit the butter in the water and allow it to melt. Mix until everything is well incorporated and then add in the dry ingredients. So you're going to mix this until everything is well incorporated and there are no streaks of flour in the batter. So you may notice some lumps in the batter, but that's totally fine. And now we're going to go ahead to add in the white chocolate and the strawberries. So go ahead to give this a final mix until the strawberries and the white chocolate are evenly distributed. But be careful not to overmix so that you don't end up with a tough cake. So once everything is well incorporated, you're good to go. So the last and final step is to distribute the batter into some muffin tins lined with muffin cases. So the muffin cases I used here were quite large, but you can also use the regular sized muffin cases. So now we are going to go ahead to add in the strawberry reductions that we made earlier. By now they should be cooled down completely. Add that in and then we are going to just evenly distribute it with either a toothpick, a skewer or the back of a spoon. And look at how bright red this strawberry reduction looks, and we didn't even add a single drop of color to this. And this is why you should ensure that your strawberries are very ripe. And then finally, we are going to go ahead to top this with the crumbles that we made earlier. Just look at how good these look, and we've not even baked them yet. Alright, now it's time to pop this into the oven and bake for about 20 minutes or until a skewer inserted in the middle comes out clean. So our muffins are out of the oven now, and just look at this gorgeousness. This looks absolutely amazing and they taste really good as well. So I know you're tempted to give this a taste test right away, but you're going to allow it to cool down for a little bit before doing that. So once the muffins are cooled down, we are going to go ahead to just open this up, and this tastes so good, from the crumble on the top to the strawberry reduction to the muffins itself to the melted white chocolate. Everything just came together like a symphony in harmony to give us this delicious strawberry and white chocolate muffins. Okay, I think that's enough poetry for today. So to start this, you're going to go ahead to allow this to cool down completely. Then you're going to pack this in a Ziploc bag. This will last in the fridge for about 4 to 5 days. And when you're ready to eat this, remove it from the case and microwave for about 30 to 40 seconds and it's ready. And I made about 8 large muffins from this recipe. So that's it for today's video. You can go forth now and impress everyone with your baking skills, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.